Okay, what other exciting grammar lesson do you have for me today, Señora Sabelo Todo?
Well, why don't you use your super smart Spanish brain and see for yourself? I bet you can figure it out without me even having to tell you. Pause the video and translate these sentences to English, and also try to answer the question that follows. What's different about what these sentences express? So did you get them all?
Maybe. There were some I wasn't sure of and a few words I've never seen before, but I can give it my best shot. The Eiffel Tower is the tallest of all the towers I have seen in my life. Those drawings are the least creative of the museum. That painting is the most impressive of the gallery. The photographs in that art museum are imaginative, and the exhibit of contemporary art is good.
Buenísima! We're going to tweak those last two in a minute, but first, what did you notice was different?
Well, we aren't saying that two things are equal anymore, so these aren't statements of equality like the first lesson.
Correct. So if we're not saying two things are equal, what are we saying?
That something is the most something?
Exactly. All of them express that something is the most something, or est, the tallest, the most creative, etc. In English, when we are identifying something that surpasses all others in its category, for good or for bad, we call it a superlative. Think superlative equals surpasses. It can also just intensify the meaning of the adjective. Instead of being tasty, it's extremely tasty. Or instead of being interesting, it's really interesting. That's what we're seeing happening in numbers 4 and 5. Can you think of what to add in order to make your translation include a superlative?
I just need to add a word to intensify the adjective that's there. So can I just say that the photographs are really imaginative and the exhibit is so good?
Fantástico. So now that we know there are two ways to express a superlative in Spanish, one is modeled in numbers 1 through 3, and the other's in 4 and 5. Can you study the sentences and figure out the formulas on your own?
I'm feeling more confident now. Let's go.
Pause the video to fill in the formulas. Okay, let's see how you did.
I'm feeling good about this. Yes, I got them right.
What did I say? Just like all of my Spanish 3 students, you are inteligentísima. Some of you may need to pause the video to check your formula. Let's be sure we know how to use each formula. Try to express a superlative in two different ways for each example.
Can we do the first one together?
Por supuesto. The first formula allows us to say that something is the most something. So if we use the formula to say that this piece of artwork is the most interesting.
Oh, yeah. And to say that it's really interesting, you take off the E of interesante and add ísima, feminine and singular since la obra or esta obra is feminine and singular.
Exactamente. Now let's pause the video so you can try the rest. How did you do? For any of the examples using Formula 1, you could have substituted in menos for más.
I made a few mistakes, but I think I've got it now.
Okay, now comes the real test. Pause the video and translate these last sentences to Spanish. Some of them will involve comparisons of equality, like we learned in the first lesson, and some will require you to use a superlative expression. Ready for the challenge?
Let's do this. Pause that video.
Okay, moment of truth. Let's go through the answers together, shall we?
Okay. Las pinturas de Frida Kahlo son tan creativas como las de Diego Rivera.
Las pinturas de Mario Torero son las más impresionantes en el museo.
La puente Golden Gate es larguísima.
El arco no es tan impresionante como la puente Golden Gate. And that's a wrap. So remember what you said back at the beginning of the first lesson? You know, something about how grammar is the worst part of learning Spanish, and it's so incredibly boring.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guess what? Now that you know all about superlatives, you can complain in Spanish.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't think I need to anymore. This ended up being a piece of bizcocho.
That's right. Now it's time to go to your teacher's website and complete the formative assessment on Google Forms using your guided notes to help you. Remember, the formative assessment is how you will get your homework points and cannot be made up late, so be sure to submit it.
Gracias por una lección buenísima, profesora.